princes. Where last we left off, our party had gone to hell, in a literal sense as well as figurative, to have an encounter with a fiend and a celestial being who were representing their respective realms in regards to individuals having stolen away from the heavens, the hells, and other prime material planes, outer planes, inner planes, and it's the wise and the hows, and currently believe that potentially the spires of Lakith, items which were left behind after the attack on the material plane by the servants of Lakith, who was the person who orchestrated the assaults, could lead to answers for the future. The party had interactions amongst the fiends, offers were made, deals were being discussed. The realm's authority of Faerun, the King Queen of Neverwinter, had stayed behind to have discussions as the party left, and began having discussions of their own as they did. After a brief interaction between the party Bloodhunter, Posey, and a celestial who seemed to be reaching out, there was brief talks between the characters of Blue's Warlock Yika and the Tiefling Bardlock Loyalty. And that's where the conversation were left. Of, do you have any idea what it is like to be so assumed about by everyone? And the party left to make their way into town, to their respective places to rest and do the like. So, my players, what would you like to do?
I gotta talk to the moon.
And other ways to begin a D&D session.
I was like, I gotta peel the band-aid off.
I think I was following
me out,
you,
yeah.
right? Uh-huh.
Did you follow me out in like a I know you're following me out, or like in a I don't know that you're following me out kind of way?
Are you trying to sneak?
Sneak.
Do you want to attempt?
No.
Does the perceptive character want to attempt to sneak after the stealthy character?
Still have good stealth does not mean I have good wisdom.
We could fucking press it and see what happens. I mean,
Yeah,
we have
fuck
to go
it, right?
there. Like, it's wild stuff. This game, you know.
I don't see you.
Hold on, I'm not technically trying. Nah, yeah, you see it.
Kay's like, wait, no, I need to fail.
I'm not technically trying very hard.
Funny I should meet you here. Yes.
Oh, he's just like mid climbing on a roof and is like,
Yeah.
do you need a hand?
Posey, you're preparing to like amble up the side of like a solid brick chimney outlay. As you do, you just hear like some rubbish and metal just bang to the ground, and you just hear meow and a cat running by, and there's just Renara having just kicked over the equivalent of a rubbish bin, looking up towards you.
I'll just pick it up.
Do you need a hand? I wouldn't have left if I. Do you need me? Do you want to come up? I can give you a hand. I know you're not the most clambering type.
I'm okay.
You know?
I thought I'd keep you company. I know it's dark. It's dark out. I thought I'd keep you company.
Okay. That's very nice of you. I'm usually okay because Moon is my friend, but
Are they?
well, I'm actually gonna go talk to them about some stuff right now. If you want to come with.
Yeah, I'll come. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to this building here?
Yeah, why not? I kind of pick them randomly. And usually I vaguely understand what at least they are.
Are you attempting to climb?
Yeah, as opposed to just talking at the start, trying to...
Make an athletics check. This is the difference of the street rat and person who's never.
Oh, oh.
Hey, okay. A skilled posy actually would admire. It's like, okay, you can climb up a building.
Seen portions of brick or stonework that is just like slightly jutted out or uneven, and the kind of essentially the roofs are square up on all sides, kind of like a little battlement almost inside of them, but drain points at the corners where things can pour out, and it's easy to clamber up and onto it. Where she is does take you a hot minute, whereas for her it's the equivalent of just like walking, basically.
You know, it's a good one. I didn't pick a particularly easy one, so good job.
I mean, I've never really climbed that much before, so I've watched you.
Yeah, you know, when you get an appetite for it, you
Yeah.
can't really stop.
I mean, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be good. And see, look how much of a better view we have now. You can see so much more of the city. You know,
Yeah.
we can't all be, you know, Kika with wings, but I do my best, you know. Hey Moon, you there? I just gotta sit, like drop down, sit down.
I'm here, always here.
Uh,
Except when it passes by.
Renara
hear
came by
this?
again.
Oh, I see her. I know. Hello.
Do I hear all of this? Just so I know.
Originally,
have-
you hear only Posa hears, and then Runara. When Runara is introduced to the conversation, Runara, you go, "I see them. Hello."
I'm not gonna respond to the moon.
Okay.
Not gonna acknowledge
So,
it.
Posey, completely oblivious, carries on the conversation. Okay, so what? Okay, I have so many things. Wow. How? You know, it occurs to me I've not really asked you many questions before. How were you where we were?
I'm always up. It doesn't matter where you guys are, and it's not in relation to just you. I'm not sure what the best way to word this is.
It's okay, take your time.
I guess you could say I'm just always kept out of reach of what I can't have.
Right. So it's not in relation to just me. I mean, are you like everywhere?
It depends.
Like,
what you
like, can you see? I know you can see where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I talk to you, I know you can see around because sometimes you see things that I don't. But can you like see other places right now? Like, can you see where we were talking before from where you were at now, as well as where I am?
I'd have to turn to look, but yes.
Oh, okay. So it is like looking. It's not just like you are everywhere.
Oh no, omniscience is a headache. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
I have to check these things. I don't actually, know a huge amount about you until I started, Until recently, I haven't really asked you many questions, huh?
No, you haven't. And I
Apart
haven't
from
actually
what
given
you
all
can
that
see.
many workers. What can I see? Those parts I have told you.
You can't see anything right now, right? You'd tell me. Like about where I'm at,
The
other than that
night-
Runar is here.
The night light around all of you, it almost kind of like shifts slightly, almost as if it gets a little brighter before fading again. Like it was almost like it's like this 4 a.m. dawn kind of vibe, of just like a very slight light over before fading, but in a localized area around you guys. Aside from the few people getting ready to sleep or helping each other around here, just yourselves.
Cool. I don't know. I feel like there's so much I don't know. First I found out that you had kids, and then I found out that you were also in, what was it, Celestia? Is that where we were?
That was Mount Celestia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also in the hells.
I thought it was going to be another question that I had. Because I know we were only kind of in the house. I don't even know if we were really in the house or whether it was just the illusion or we were there for like a second, you know?
No, I was there.
I know you were there. If we were there. You don't have to answer that.
No, I was there. There's no lie to that. I was there.
Okay. Okay, so Celestia, the hells. I mean, can you like see where else could you see? Like you there's so high up.
I
Is
can
it just
only-
like
I can only see places that were here when I was here, when I got put here.
right? Do I want to know like how long the moon has been around? Wow, that's a question. And there are planes that are newer than you. Wait, I don't know enough about anything for this conversation.
Well, I'm what you're seeing right now, but how best do I describe this? See, they never really put things in place to stop people from talking to me, because they never thought anything could be threatened from it.
I mean, yeah, you're way up there and we're way down here.
Yep. Locked away.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't mean to be, I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
It's
I like talking to you. You're my
I
friend.
know, I know.
I'm
and
just curious.
I understand. It's just a lot of things that I'm talking about are things that bring back a lot of old wounds. Just reminds me of them is all.
Right, yeah.
There's no harm in asking.
And you don't have to tell me if this is upsetting. We all
I
have things we don't like talking about, so.
I can't cry anymore, so it's not going to hit me that hard. So
Moon has trauma. Cool.
I've been here. I can see into the 5 points. Absolute good, absolute evil, absolute order, absolute chaos. And here.
Evil, order, chaos, and then here. Okay. Okay. So I'm assuming absolute good and absolute evil are the hells and Celestia.
Depending on your perspective, they can be flipped.
Depending on your perceptive. That's very binary.
Well, it's how everything got made.
Right.
They
Right.
were trying to decide when everything was getting designed after where you are was the first. That's the first place, really. And everything was there, so of course it was absolute chaos.
Right, as it should be.
But after a while, they got fed up of someone like me making everything too bright. So they made sure I could not rule anymore, and I got put here. I cannot make light anymore. I can no longer make anything.
I mean, you do make light. You're making light right now.
This isn't my light. I'm taking light from
Whose light is it?
the sun's. This light is just stored. from the
Posey
sun.
learns things about physics.
I'm just allowed to touch the light of something else, but never. I did make everything white. It was simple. But a lot of people didn't like that, and so I was put up here, and then they tried to decide amongst themselves how to handle everything. Order and chaos, evil and good.
Right.
So everything began to spread outward. Like a canvas being lowered down or a sheet, it just spread out. And then the corners began to have things drawn to them and aligned based on what was residing where. Then you have the planes, which are just your basis. They built.
Right.
They developed over time. So you got your planes of water, the most extreme of everything. So water, air, fire, earth,
Right.
and the
So
interlock.
did you exist before like Blackith and everything? Where they all come from?
Blackith is very young, comparatively.
Wow.
Blackith only came into her own power in the last 100 or so years. Because what I've watched and listened to people, she came into power after Vecna, before Orcus returned to power. So there was a point of time in there.
Right. I'm taking so many fucking notes. Wow. So you're like old. I don't mean that to be rude, but like you're like ancient.
That's fact.
I guess that makes sense, right? The moon's always been a thing.
The first primordial humans and elves and changelings and everything else that was originally just on Faerun looked up to the sky, and in the night they saw the moon, and in the morning they saw the sun.
Right. I can't be the first person who's ever talked to you, right? That's
No, but there are gods.
I always thought I was, but that can't be right.
No. A lot of people have tried to talk to me, but whenever they've talked to me, a god's answered. Saloon, for example, it's a goddess of the moon. The Drow worship her. Well, some of them.
Okay.
They look up to me.
I didn't know that.
There's a few.
I kind of looked at Renara like, did you know that?
Renara, you rolled a really high check there. Did you want to say what that was for?
It's just internal. I'm writing some shit down on this. It's my / Renata's theories about what's going on.
Adding to the Moon is sus document.
Is that real?
Probably.
It should be.
No, it's just it's just Brunara's new theories on the planes and their creation. That's all.
You want to lose your oath?
We always
take it off you.
Always love hearing about Illustrae.
What? So you looked at me. You didn't say anything, Pose, you know?
Well, yeah, just like, do you like? I don't know much about like gods with this stuff.
I mean,
I know your stuff is the sun, right?
well, no. I mean, it's like fire in general. I guess it's not necessarily the sun. Like Barona's more like the hearth, there's fire and not home.
Oh,
stuff,
right.
really.
Sorry,
There
gods
are-
confused me.
There are gods who they focus on particular places and they get worshipped because they're places where they can focus on most. Like there are gods of the wild and uncontrollable angry sea because, well, people pray that does not strike wrath on them. So they have temples to it, they have clerics to it, they have gods. People will pray something will be made through their belief.
And some fucking American god shit on me, okay?
Literally, I was like,
Hey, look. There's worse things to rob. Like,
okay.
there's people who call the moon Saloon, both because the moon is Saloon and the goddess is Saloon, but that's what they call it. so that whenever they
Right,
pray up,
okay.
it's getting prayed up to the moon.
But it's not
her.
getting to you. Because, okay.
I shouldn't have it anyway.
Have what? Like, believers? People who pray to you? Is that what you mean? What do you mean? Sorry, that was really demanding.
No, it's admirable, actually. I've spent a lot of time watching a world I can't touch. And I can't say I didn't deserve to be put up here.
One always a good person.
The extremity, the duration, all those things you could say, but you'll be very, very hard pressed to find anyone in power who is good. They can do good things. They can try to be good people. But they will always do something bad, even if they do it for a good reason. And a bad person can do a lot of very good things for evil reasons.
Right, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't really care much about, you've always been good to me. And you haven't done anything bad that I've seen, so in my lifetime.
Before, a lot of people have like what they get worshipped for, and I was a god of wolves. Liked wolves. Wolves are one of my favorite animals. I find them, and the fact that mortals ended up making friends with the wolf, and there's that unity to it. It's a beautiful little thing. I love watching it.
Right.
But also, even if you can appreciate the beauty of the wolf is still a wolf and will act like its nature. That wolf did not go crazy. That wolf went wolf.
Right, okay. Sorry that I've definitely killed wolves since I've been around you. Sorry about that.
You've killed wolves. Wolves would have killed you.
Yeah.
Natural way of things.
When you know a creature's nature, you know what position they shouldn't be put
in. Right, okay.
I wouldn't trust myself with power, even if I've learned my lesson, or think I have. That's the thing.
Okay.
I think I have. Doesn't mean I have.
It doesn't mean you have. Right, I get that. Well, thank you. I don't know, I feel like I know you better.
A little bit more of an answer now, and Runara can't wish me away.
What?
Her card. Her little changing of one thing.
Oh, yeah, but like, there are more important things than that, right?
Are there, Runara?
I respond.
Wait. What is happening here?
This wouldn't be the first time I've seen somebody get a connection with me only for someone else to say, that might not be a good idea. Now, if Runara had broken a tie with us with that card, I wouldn't have held anything against her. Nor should I think you.
Wait. You were going to?
Could have. She could have. But she didn't. And I think that's more important.
I mean, I guess I could have had different with it, but I wasn't. I didn't know what I was going to use it for.
No. Okay, yeah, sorry. I dumped the gun a bit there. Yeah. No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
I won't lie, there were moments where you were looking up to me and making statements, and all I could think at the back of my head was she has that in her hand. And if she chose to, I wouldn't be able to talk with any of you. But you didn't choose that, and you saved it for another thing, which I did see, and I do like, and well done. That was clever. You let him monologue. You got a lot of information out of it.
Oh, wait, that's so cool. You saw both of those? That's wow.
Oh, I was watching that time. I was watching all of that. And I love the deck. I love the cards. Whenever they mess with reality,
Chaos, right?
it's fun.
That's what you said.
Interesting.
I didn't realize that was what that was, or if I would even have understood what that was. But it's cool that they happen now. I mean, I have a castle. That's
You
insane.
have a castle.
That's
You have your own
insane.
place. All has a home.
Yeah, that never happened before, huh? I mean, Prosper's place is, whatever. But a castle?
That's an upgrade.
That's an upgrade from sleeping on Prosper's floor. Yeah, wow. I mean, I haven't even spoken to you about that because that's so weird and cool.
Oh, weird and cool.
And there's
Weird and cool as fuck.
woods with it too. King was telling me that there's like these woods.
It's an old place for you guys. It's been around a little while, so yeah, there's a little bit of land about it.
Yeah, I like that. I can, I've got this big castle, but I can still go out into the woods and get lost if I want to.
But you get lost in your woods. Very different matter.
Exactly, they're mine. I was going to say there'd be no wolves in it, but maybe one or two, because I don't want your entertainment to be bored.
Look, if you put up a sign that says no wolves, the wolves can't read it.
I mean, no, I wasn't going to put up a sign, was I?
No, but that would.
I'm not a sign person.
No, you don't really get the signs when they're in your face, do you?
No, famously.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
So
I feel like there were so many other things I wanted to say,
Well,
but I can't remember them now.
well, if you remember them, you have them for tomorrow if you can think of them. I am on the rotation out, so I will be getting quieter.
Oh, right, yeah, I've got to think of questions quickly. Oh, I'm going to need you in a couple of days, huh? Oh, did you see what was up with that angel I was talking to?
Yeah,
I was worried about them.
How do I best describe? You know how that big dog Gregor gets told he's not allowed to do something and he physically can't? Like like an attack dog, right next to, like the guard dog that every day of its life kills the fox to keep the chicken safe. There's a fox sat right next to it and it can't.
It can't attack it. Right, okay.
Can't physically harm it.
I was worried that it was like, magically chained or something.
It was magically chained, magically controlled, so that he could not harm the fiend. But if the fiend attacked him, that's how it works. It's like
it would have broken it that way. Yeah.
It's one of those.
But it's like in the name of fairness, though. It's not like he was being possessed.
Oh no.
And that kind of stuff. I don't think angels that can happen to angels, but
that's very hard. If someone can possess an angel, very surprisingly, the massive angel currently attacking you is going to be the least of your problems.
Right, yeah, it'll be whatever's currently wearing its body like a backpack.
Angel.
Right. Cool, right? Okay. Yeah. I guess. Sorry, Runar. I know I haven't really spoken too much. I dragged you up onto the roof and then I'm not talking to you. I just don't get to talk to the moon when the moon goes out of cycle. I don't know. I'll probably see you tomorrow, right?
Oh, I'll still be here. I'm just gonna be talking less and less as the cycle goes.
Hmm.
It'll wax and wane, and I'll be back.
Yeah, I know you'll be back, but I hate it when I can't talk to you.
You got a bunch of new friends to talk to.
I know, but it's not the same.
Well, make them friends.
I don't know. You're like a cousin that's known me since I was a kid.
I've known all of you since you were kids. You're just the one.
Well, that's just because you're old.
Don't make granddad
So
jokes now.
old. Ancient being.
I'm not sure if the moon could have dentures, but I'd probably need some.
Oh, why you gotta be freaking ageist right now? God.
I'm the oldest one in the party. I'm allowed the rest.
Grand Moon, we love you. Grand Moon, we do.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have a nap, Grandpa. This is a funny bit until suddenly it's not gonna be.
Well, I haven't stopped giggling, so I'd say you're fine.
Why did you say it like that?
Oh, I've got to keep you on your toes.
Oh yeah, can't get too comfy.
No, you getting comfy? That would not do for you. You'd go mad.
No. But hey, in theory, we're going to. What was it, Renard? Are we going to Fandolin tomorrow? In theory, we're going to Fandolin tomorrow.
I love Fandolin. It's such a lovely little.
Have you been? Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
It would be very concerning if I had been to Fandolin.
If you told me right now that you had been to Fandolin, I would be very concerned.
None of these places were around when I walked.
Right, yeah, everything was what? Yeah. But like, yeah, I'm glad you like Fandolin. What's it like? I don't I might have been to Fandolin, but I don't like remember it. Like I might have been there and not known it was Fandolin, you know?
It's a nice quiet little spot. A few years ago it got cleared out of some ruffians and a few
Right.
little heroes did a few bits there, and now it's just a lovely little haven.
Okay.
Why do you have to
That's
scrunch
alright.
your nose every time?
What? If it's full of heroes, that means everything's going to be a disaster all the time.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's just a tourist destination now.
If I walk into a town full of heroes, there's going to be like 5 things on fire. There's going to be a bunch of like, gnolls in a cave. Heroes make messes of everything.
When there was a fire, the hero went in and pulled the children out of the fire because.
Oh, it's so boring. Okay.
There's only
Fine,
half
okay,
a
but there's
hero
no
there.
there.
Well, actually, no. There's a young man who's doing quite well. There's an older fella, and then there's half of an actual hero there.
How can you have half? Like bodily half, or like spiritually half?
Who knows? It's a great little question. Why don't you go find out?
Okay, cool. I'm that they're not really the types that it might be. I can't look at it. Might be the types these guys drag me towards.
You might not be directly interacting with them, but they'll be around.
Oh, that's my least favorite thing. My least favorite thing is when they're around. That's just a code for they're gonna spy on you.
No, you know full well the only one you don't like that isn't around is the one of them that is one of two that is absolutely not a hero.
Fine.
He's just a killer with a good contract.
Do you have to bring that up? Did you really? We could have gone a whole conversation.
We've had plenty.
Well, no, without that coming into it.
Plenty.
I don't know. I think you always bring it up. All right, I'll let you off this once.
That's what you get for calling me old. Bye. Lovely to see you, Renara.
Continue to ignore the moon.
You good, alright? Sorry about him.
I'm good. I'm good. It's cold. Can we go inside? You're not
I mean,
sleeping out here, right?
Probably.
It's never winter. It's
Mm.
never cold.
That's a mistake.
That's true.
I mean, things tend to go badly when I sleep inside. When I sleep outside, actually, tends to be very useful that I did that because I'm close to
What happens when you
fights
sleep
when they
inside?
inevitably break out.
What happens when you sleep inside?
The last time I slept inside, the Lady in Pink stole my curse book. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And in general, I don't like being inside because then I get it in my head that I'm not going to be able to get outside again. I'm so used to being outside all the time that like if I'm inside and like I'm like the door or the window is gonna like disappear when I'm asleep, you know?
Right, that's weird.
What? What's weird? That's a very normal
What
phobia.
you just said is very weird.
No, it's not.
No. Okay, it's not. Okay.
Isn't it? Is it weird? Is that not like
Ooh.
a thing that you worry about?
I mean, I grew up underground, so.
Oh right,
Oh,
yeah. Well,
always
I grew up outside, so.
Used to it.
Did you not worry that like I know you're gonna get stuck?
I mean, the gates to the city were quite large, so.
Well, no, but like, ugh, so much ground to be under. That's a long way to the sky. Ugh. Yeah. No, I don't.
You could just like sleep inside, but next to the window.
I mean, but then what if the window disappears?
It won't.
Or if I can't get out the window?
Then I'll open the window.
Not because I'm physically too weak to open it, but like, that's not.
Well, why wouldn't you be able to get out the window?
Or just what if you can't?
How?
I don't know. Sometimes windows are tough. Or like maybe it disappears, or it gets made of something that is solid, or like if someone like puts like stone over it.
Then we make a new window?
How would you make a new window?
I promise you that if we go inside, I will make it possible for you to go outside again.
How?
Magic.
Just like strength of will. Okay, magic. That's actually a better answer.
Which is the same as strength. No, it's not the same as strength of will, but it kind of.
No, yeah. I mean, this isn't about the moon, right? This isn't because of that conversation. I didn't like.
This is because it's cold.
Oh. Okay. Okay, if you're cold. Okay. I can't promise I'll stay there, but okay.
Hey, come on.
Okay. I'm visibly uncomfortable with this plan, but I go inside. I don't like it.
While this is happening, I would like King would like to be talking to Whittick.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Do
More balls.
What do you mean? Oh no.
I'm kidding.
You can smell the deception checks on the wind.
All I know is it was funny as shit because in my head whenever you were talking to the moon and the moon was just like, yeah, no, I got imprisoned here. I was like, oh, that's what this is. It's just Pussy talking to her dad in prison. I see. he told me to be out on bail, but
kinda.
So it's not difficult for after you guys step out. There's a conversation happening between Kika and Lo. Ho and Renara move off. But you're just getting ready to move, and just you turn, and then there's just King in front of you.
You're a quiet one.
I've been thinking. Meeting our two supposed allies there reminded me there are multiple players on the board.
Right.
I've just got thoughts playing in my mind. War, by its nature, is deception. So, why haven't the Gith made a greater effort to throw the blame on anyone?
Well, it was kind of actually explained. The reason they didn't throw the blame on anyone is because people already have assumptions and to where their blames go. Like, as the demons said, the Celestials thought they had taken it. The demons thought the Celestials had taken it, because that's just how their nature has been. When something happens between two groups, usually they blame the other group, when there could be a third that entirely incited it.
You're not wrong. It's just that, say I am Empress of the Gith, or whatever they're calling her. I meet up with the betrayer to pull out a bunch of information about some of the most powerful people in the world. It's reasonable, makes sense. Why do I not then just turn around and throw the betrayer under the bus? Why not say the betrayer is responsible for all this? Counterwise, if I am an angel or a demon sitting around twiddling my thumbs in an endless war, why do I not think of tipping off some Gith on possible ways to make one stronger by abducting princes from all the different realms? And then all I have to do is commit somewhat less forces to the effort to stop the Gith than the other side, thus tipping a balance. Then again, if I am some mad hero sitting in the underground, who's to say I don't construct things to go my way? Everyone is potentially our enemy. The Gith are, I have no doubt. What I'm worrying about is that we come to the other end of a fight, if we even manage that much, and we find there is more behind the curtain. If not initially, certainly afterwards, when they see their opportunities.
I see what you mean, yeah. In terms of, basically, we defeat the in our mind right now, the greatest evil, aka the Gith and Blackith. But then, through that power struggle of now that being done, who's to say if somebody else was to come in, basically, yeah.
Indeed. I don't trust the
However,
angel or the demon to have the best interest of this kingdom either. I
well,
drew
yeah.
out their aid, but at the same point, good or evil, both of them would happily vie for ownership, quote unquote, of this kingdom. Kingdoms can very easily fall into theocracies.
Well, actually, I guess the one thing that would, yeah, I get, I don't know if it'd be the one thing. The thing is most of them are all following a rule book, in the terms of, while we are all on separate planes, true, most do vive for more land resources and the most, especially on the material plane. But I mean, most of them truly follow a rule book of, this is my plane. We stay to our plane. Howbeit,
True.
the Gith, I mean, from what we've been told, they exist only in the astral sea.
This is true.
That is a godless, well, not godless, but it is a place of it is a place of boundless, what's the word I'm looking for? Boundless curiosity and fervor for want of planets and whatnot. Because I believe that's the main thing the Gith are really trying, is just total domination, more so than viving for land. Maybe, but who
You're
knows?
not wrong. I am probably just thinking too far ahead.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing to my campaign. Don't ask.
I'm fucking improvising this shit as I go.
That's the newsflash, everybody.
just-
That's what all DMing is.
Fucking there's some Gith over here. It's fucking, I don't know.
It concerns me.
I can't
We must-
laugh loudly because he's asleep and I'm dying.
But
We must
yeah.
stay vigilant of these things, but I don't know. At least with the material plane, which I have some grasp of, why go after the princes in the biggest city in the world, and all of them? They needed one prince from every plane, but why 3 from the most powerful city?
Well,
Why not go... If it had to be a particularly powerful prince or something like that, why not go to the Underdark and take one of theirs? No one on the surface is going to care about what happens in the Underdark.
well, that,
I mean, there is, of course, some, make no mistake, but there are so many places in the world with such power. Why these 3 princes from the material plane?
I mean, I don't know if it had been explained or not, really. But the thing is that at least the 3 princes that were here also had not only had one plane, but 2 planes that they interconnected with.
True, but I'm sure there are other princes that meet that criteria.
I mean,
Kings and queens, for all else they are rather prolific. They spit out heirs like nobody's business, terrified that their history will forget about them. These are just thoughts.
These are also, well, 2 of the princes from here were also sons of Asmodeus,
Grandsons.
Well, grandsons, whatever. But grandsons of Asmodeus, I can't remember he's top dog in the Hells, right?
A lot of people try constantly, but Asmodeus is by far the most conniving, manipulative, sadistic when needs be, and authoritarian figure in all the Hells. One person has tried to fuck with him. One.
So I think that also kind of plays into it of it's not just who they are, but what connects them. Being that they are both material plane and the Hells, then they're also connected to the top dog of the hells, Asmodeus,
But does that not seem
kind of.
unbalanced to you? They took prints from the hells. Did they take any princes from the material plane that were connected to the heavens?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't know.
Well, no,
we know
know.
that someone related
Yeah,
to the
fine.
Celestials was taken because the angel said so. But we don't know who they were.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
assume that to do with Celestial, not to do with us. Assumedly.
Yeah, but
There's
well,
no
there
thing a
was.
meme about it. Not everyone in Neverwinter or associated with Kika is tied to fucking everything.
Oh yeah,
Maybe-
yeah.
That-
Maybe
you-
think
you say
about
that.
other characters that have been involved in our campaigns, like dwarves that were clerics,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that also dwarves that were taken, that were
I mean, more
But-
than likely that would be the
it
place
was
where it
during-
came from,
was,
but
it was during. We were
Yes,
assuming
I
during.
know.
Okay.
Hmm.
I know you meant Durin, but as much
We
as
love you.
but I mean, at least from Neverwinter, we know it was two childs of demon and earth, or demon and material, and then one of air and material, or material fae technically.
Air and Fae.
Yeah, air and fae. Yeah.
A fair A.
Hey,
Hey.
Loma. All right. So.
There's a lot of princes unaccounted for. We can't possibly keep track of all these places. I
Well, not only-
suppose I am just airing out my thoughts, so if I blindly miss something, hopefully you will see it.
Right. I also, out of character, hated that you used an air pun as we were
You
talking about
I
it.
think she knows that she did it.
Oh, I entirely hated it.
Yeah, 100% notice she did it.
Yeah, I was just airing my ideas out. Yeah.
Well, think about it. They're a wizard. They're going to do
I
that.
I know. Oh,
High intelligence, dude.
yeah.
And counterspell is just a pun.
Oh, God,
No, that's a bard's
Really,
job.
truly
That's
should be.
counter charm.
That's a bard's job.
We just listed 3 different abilities. They all make sense. Let's carry on.
Let's
But-
just play some chess. At least with that, it's rather simple. Yet in itself, insanely difficult.
Multiplanar chess.
I was gonna say, when you already playing chess?
My intelligence is ass.
Well, Keg was probably sat there with a set-up board, just, rabbling on.
Roll, King. See if Greg wins with a 6.
Yeah, no. But yeah.
Remember the DM specific. Angel and Demon. But remember the DM specifically said eventually you'd get proficiency in chess. Well, keep at it.
Fucking gay. Get good brain. Fucking rolls a nat 20 intelligence for fun. Oh,
It
Christ.
wasn't fun. That was the
Now
previous
to me,
one.
intelligence is a 19.
Yeah, because he
I
has
just
negative one.
I just happened to have that photo saved. You had to send it to Kells.
Oh. But yeah. It's definitely going to be. Main idea is Blackith, but keep eyes on the rest of them. So we don't have something like this happen again. That's the Mechanus way!
That's the Mechanus way.
That's
There's
the
a
Mechanus
jingle.
guarantee.
There's a jingle in there.
And as you do the jingle and as the statement is done, you are checkmated. Is there anyone else who would like to talk or have interactions?
Posey does like a full paranoia check. Or
Aww.
whatever Runar, like she tries to make it, like tries to make it so that it doesn't look like that's what she's doing, but that's absolutely what she's doing.
Okay, make a deception check and then an investigation check.
Hey, look,
Oh, no.
Posey, look, you're
One
fine.
of those
Look,
stats I'm good at.
I'll just click my fingers and the window's open, and I'll click them when they close again. Look,
Oh,
it's
that's
fine.
bad for me.
We're fine. It's literally that easy.
Runara, or Posey, you begin like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm just like kneeling down to take off my boots as you look under the bed for traps, and as it happens, shrink! The window just slams from the thaumaturgy.
Oh god.
It is not quiet. The door always slams. So.
Okay, that was so much. That was so
Is
much.
there any traps out there here?
And it will scare off
Fuck me.
anything that's trying to stop us to leave.
Uh-huh. It
It's
would
so
definitely
effing
scare
loud.
off many things. Yep.
Would you like me to set down the alarm ritual?
King is just next to you for some reason.
Yeah. We're all in one room, I guess.
Well, I figured we were, but if we're not, ignore me.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Well, we have a few rooms, I think, so some of us would be,
Yeah,
would
well,
effectively be in
I
the same
think-
room.
Your room
Yeah.
has now evolved from being several rooms to being one room.
No,
because
it's
I
like
feel
one of
this is
those-
funnier.
Come on.
It's like one of those
If I'm not there,
lodges
ignore
that
me.
have.
Ignore me.
It's like one of those
I
lodges
have
that have.
stepped in to the map maker in Evil Geniuses. I have changed it from being just like lined individual rows to one big thing. You're all in there.
It's one of those
Okay.
lodges with a shared kitchen, but there's separate rooms.
So there we
That's
go.
kind of what I was thinking.
Okay, I'm.
The
Yep.
only kitchen is downstairs
gonna
because nobody
sleep.
trusts in a B&B. No one trusts any of you to cook.
Okay, I'm gonna sleep. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Sleep.
Good idea.
Yep.
Me too.
Paul's
Cool.
looking at
Yep.
the ceiling like, yep, I will sleep.
Posey's looking at the ceiling for like 2.5 hours minimum.
I don't know.
She is like every noise of someone moving. It's like, I don't know.
You heard
Just
Kika
the
come back.
clanking
You
of-
heard Kika come back in then because she went for a night flight.
Mm,
So
I'm asleep.
she just comes back in and goes to bed.
Is Posey in a bed, or is she like by the window, or?
if there's a bed by the window, I'm in it. If there's not a bed by the window, I'm under the window, just like sat on the floor, just like full
Okay,
arms and knees. Like,
that's pretty
Oh,
wild.
I thought you were gonna say you're like in like your like sleeping bag, basically, just like
yeah.
I don't like.
Yep.
I'm at a friend's house. I don't know everything that's going on here. This sucks.
I
Why
need
did I
water,
do
but I
this?
don't know which tap is the white one.
I'm scared to use the
and-
shower because I don't know how hot the hot's gonna be, and how cold the cold's gonna be.
And
The pressure is all
knows-
strange.
They've got a really
Is it-
weird toilet. I don't know how it works.
If it's
everyone
either
knows
I don't want to
the
wake
shower
anyone
is
up.
either ice cold or scalding hot. But there we go.
Everyone knows
Okay,
that
with that test of-
in when you go to a friend's house, it's like, oh, hang on, I've got a blanket for you.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
It's just yeah.
There's your blanket.
Yeah, it's tiny as shit and it's scratchy as fuck. It's like, God,
That's the one thing. Posey's like, oh, okay, that I get. That's fine.
Sounds like
Posey-
you guys
Posey-
need better
House.
friends.
Posey's gonna wake up for everyone and lay there, and be like, I can't get up yet because it's not my house and no one else is awake yet.
That's real. That's actually what's
I
gonna
know
happen.
it's real.
So you were saying you weren't going to wake anyone up. But what were you doing? I just heard you were not going to wake anyone up.
Oh yeah, she's just like trying to sleep, but she hates being inside. And the last time she slept inside and actually had a good night's sleep, bad things happened. So.
Kika, as you're coming in the room and you're stepping in, you make your way over to a bed. And you just see Posey by the windowsill, like she's just under it with a bed in a bed. And you can just very faintly hear singing. And Posey eventually goes to sleep. Just quietly, there's just this little song being sang. You could just see the light from the moon appearing in the window.
I just sort of sit and look at the moon for a bit.
Hello.
Hello.
Just singing a song to let her sleep.
That's good.
How are you doing?
Fine.
I don't think I need to say that you aren't by just your statement. But if you want to talk, I'm here for a few more nights before I wax and wane away.
Maybe.
Deer in the headlights.
Fine. That silence was me genuinely thinking of, like, how can I respond to this?
It makes sense. It makes sense for Kiki. You're
What do
good.
you mean? Posey's friend very normal.
But if you ever do want to talk, it's not going to be Kirok's daughter, and it's not going to be the big ominous moon. It's going to be nobody and nobody. Me and you and me. Just talking.
I don't feel like you're nobody.
I can be for just a chat. If you just need to be nobody for one chat.
That's not.
Obviously, he's not nobody. He's Moonbody.
Hey, that's not.
Oh,
how,
I'll leave now.
That's not how it works.
You'd be very
Ain't no-
surprised what
ain't
can and can't
nobody.
work when you have just enough creativity and you're in Arkham.
You're a what?
Oh, I wasn't talking about myself, darling.
What?
Were you ever told? So, you have all these people in your life who do all these things to keep you safe. But the why was never told to you.
Well, that's because because of mom and dad and stuff like that.
Do you want to know?
What? I don't understand. It's because of mom and dad. It's because I'm
It's
I'm
not
their daughter.
because of. It's the effect of them is what you are, because you were born from your mother, who is one of the most powerful sorceresses here, but also because she has a lot of literally raw wild magic in her, but she can control her chaos.
I know.
So what happens when one of the most magically powerful people in the world has a child? A lot of that magic goes over to the kid. You have a well within you. An immense well of power. Anyone who's got enough magical know-how that sees you knows that you are something special. That's, as much as it might be annoying that everyone does the oohs and the ahs, there's an actual reason. And there's a reason Nezanar and Gregor get sent to kill people. Because they can't let you get taken. Just like how Gregor has to burn his body every time he has a fight or leaves bits of himself around. People like you, people like him who have power, raw power just in yourself, can't let that be taken.
No. That doesn't sound right. No, that's not a thing. I don't feel that. No, I'm just yeah, I'm sparkly because of mom. I know that ages ago. That's just cause of mom.
That's because you've never been able to look, or you've never been shown how to look. Look in. Pull the magic from yourself to use it. Just think down to your core. think really hard for just a moment. Think of something you want to appear in your hands right now.
I'm not very good at being put on the spot.
Then I tell you what, close your eyes, think deep into your chest, and just put your hands out, and just let what you hear just get answered.
Okay, I'll try, I guess.
You just sit there for a moment and you just squint and you do the kid.
Yep. She's
Think everything. And you just like, for a moment, there's like almost though you just feel something in yourself. And it's similar to like magic, but your magic you usually almost pull from Auntie. Here you're just like trying to do the same thing but from yourself. You have your hands out in front of you. And you open up your eyes and you can just see the stars are just floating just off your feathers. They're just forming around something just in front of you. Until a form takes into your hands. The form of a little draconic figure. They're asleep. And you just look at your
I can only imagine, like, if we are all in the same room, me and King are just sitting there playing chess and not really paying attention, and then just like see Kiko just going, "Oh fuck!"
She's just doing that thing where people sort of like rapidly hop from one leg to another on the spot, just like.
Just kind of.
you just see
I thought-
that these tiny little antlers from the top of its head, and its wings grow back out into this kind of like bug design, like this almost like bug design, but then there's just scales on the wings that goes back, and there you have it in front of you.
She's literally just kind of looking at it and then sort of like looking up at the moon and looking back at it because it's asleep. So it's literally like the equivalent of having a cat on your lap of like, I don't want to move because I don't want to wake it.
And that counts as you using Summon Fang.
Okay. Oh, in that case, it's like this big. They
No,
are
I
not.
said lands in your hands, but it's like chest and like you're just like.
Yeah, it's less in her hands and more like holding like a large dog.
The thing is that it is a large creature, but your hands
Hang
are
on,
out
hang on,
and
I got a prop.
in
Sorry.
your hands.
It's
holding
big. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than
I
that.
know.
holding it out, like it looks like, and you can tell, like you're holding it out with just your hands. It should be much heavier to you, but it's light in your hands. You did that. Just you. No one else.
Okay. Okay. Can I? That's really cool, but also everybody's asleep.
Except those two. I think they're about to have a freak out.
Please don't freak out. I'm trying not to freak out. Please don't freak
King,
out. I'm trying not to
King
freak out.
Wittig. You just see Kika going.
Please don't freak out. I'm trying not to freak out.
Blue, do you want to link it into chat or will I?
I can't link it. I'm not the DM.
Alright. Well, no, I'm more meaning to the Plight Princess chat.
You
I'll
can
do it.
share it in the Roll20.
Oh no, it is too massive. It is too powerful.
You can see the pic. They can see the picture. Okay, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Sounds like you're freaking out.
Okay.
Can you summon that?
I've never done this before.
I think she summoned it.
I think she did, yeah.
And parents are like, oh god.
Okay.
Just with Matt look over, it's like she got dragon in her head. Did you summon that? Yeah, I think she summoned it.
Oh my god. Cool.
Aww.
I got advanced copies of Kika's New Friend.
What made that better is that your internet sped that out.
Yeah. I got
Carlos, it's in the sweetest, endearing way I say this, but you've sped up a few times
It's
tonight.
been doing that a few times, yeah.
But it's been like, it's not been like, you know, scratchy or loud or anything. It's literally just been like, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, it's like double speed in your voice, so it's
Yeah.
it's still
Wait,
understandable.
when you said there was something weird with my mic, you could have been more specific.
I know that there's nothing you can do to fix it, so I don't want to worry about it.
There is
Yeah,
totally
it-
something I can do to fix.
It's not like extreme or anything, it's like 1.5 times your normal speaking speed. We can perfectly understand you.
Yeah, you're totally understandable.
Yeah, it could be just
Fuck
the
it, then that's more in character for posing than it is for me
Yeah,
anyway.
so it's when
Yeah,
posing is
yeah.
excited.
We're not saying
It's
that's
just-
negative, it's endearment.
it's just the internet trying to catch up with you.
I mean, I can change the way I connect to this just for future reference.
Your new friend is there. Light as a feather in your hands. Now, why don't you think about going to bed?
I don't think I'm going to be doing that now.
I wouldn't be able to put you to sleep if I wanted to, like I can her, but
That's not...
King size and uses mage hand
Don't
to
do
like
that.
drop a blanket just like on top of both her and the dragon.
she can't sleep.
Well, I could try to help her to sleep.
Well, next time you're here, I'll be friend. I was helping my friend.
Okay. I'm gonna go, cause...
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You can just hear the slightest little giggle at the end of his sentences.
And after she thinks that the moon is quote unquote gone, she just scampers over to King and Wittick, like holding it out, just like, I don't know what to do.
Help!
I don't know what to do, and I don't want to wake the others up.
Help!
I like put my hands out, just kind of go. All right, well, let's.
Wittick, when you do it, it's like, oh, that's the weight of a heavy ass dog, like 60-pound dog. So you just like, no, you're more than capable of holding it, but you're like, oh, Kika's got no issue. Like, you know when someone's holding it and they don't look like they're struggling, so you don't, and you go, oh, I actually have to. Okay, oh.
I place it on my lap. I'll go to bed and pet it. it's
My dog.
seems it seems okay. It's. I mean, hold on.
People stop telling me to just go to bed. I can't just go to bed.
Well, then take a seat with us.
It's like when you're like, I don't want to go to bed, and the grown-ups are like, okay, then have a seat at the grown-up table, and you're like, actually, this is dire. This is very boring. I should have just gone to bed.
Do you want to play a game of chess or something?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you can play with Wittick then. I'm going to zone out for about 4.
Okay. Can I?
And as I say that, I just stop and I'm staring at you. And I've just sort of stopped. I'm breathing. I'm just
Straight
there
transfer
looking at
then.
you.
You know what?
Giga's just not concerned by that at all. She's
Yeah,
still just like,
y-
think.
Why don't you play with Wittick? Just
Yeah, because elves don't even need to shut their eyes or
Yeah.
anything. Well, they usually just sort of half look like they're half out of it.
Yeah, it takes a
Sort of
moment.
phase out.
Dissociate.
There is a brief moment where she's just like, no, oh, she's gone. Okay.
Yeah, my eyes don't follow you.
No, she.
It's
she's
just like
she's
this.
gone. Okay.
Yeah, just disassociate.
Yeah, she just kind of does that. I don't.
I know.
It's weird.
Can I just?
Sometimes.
She kind of gestures to like have it back. She just kind of,
Set it back over in your lap, just like, yeah, it seems fine to me.
Big to just sit in your lap, but like the tail definitely like dangles off the side, and the wings kind of like flap over the back. The head's just like hanging in that way that a dog's head hangs out of the kennel, which does not look comfortable. But they're asleep.
she like
in the light.
she like carefully tries to like put the head so it's like resting slightly on the table, and she's like, okay, that feels better. That feels better. Right, I do know how to play. I'm not very good.
Natural 20.
According to my records, she has beaten King at chess one time.
Yep.
Good job.
I won!
Wigg's like, what the fuck is going on?
It is not Winnix Night.
It's not.
That's not compute. Just.
Wittig is wondering how he's losing. Little does he know the summoned Fae is actually eating the chess pieces.
Keegan just waits for everyone to get up in the morning and go, hey everybody, I got a new dog!
If you want to, that's exactly how everyone will wake up.
No.
Can you get a long rest?
I think Kika at some point will probably be like, okay, are they just here, or can they go away for a little bit? When I go to sleep? Oh, they can, okay.
You begin figuring out how summon Fae works.
Okay.
And everyone
Imagine, like, I'm just kind of looking at this creature that had been made out of just nothingness, just kind of going.
Stars manifested, and they were like a constellation all across its body, and then just. Which, by the way, as you were having your chess game, you just noticed stars just reappearing on Kika.
So it's Draco.
This is some bullshit. She gets a Fey dragon, but no, Roman's not allowed to have a Draco Lich. Fucking bullshit.
You have a giant mechanical lightning wolf.
I'd say we're even now. You got flight, I had flight, you had a cool big wolf, I now got a Fey dragon, we're even.
Which is technically a dragon constellation, but hey.
That's fine.
You are 100% correct.
About 4
still-
hours later, King probably just starts talking again and says, I kind of miss Cat.
Oh.
Oh yeah, actually, I need to go in the morning and get regens to get Garm back.
Yeah. Eventually Kika does fall asleep and she does end up sort of like cuddling it.
I feel like she's probably just like sitting there playing chess and is just kind of like, just kind of on the board. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna grab cover, put it over. She'll be all right.
Just to say it,
Team Dad.
For Find Steed, it does not have any material components.
Oh, does it not? I thought it did.
No, you're thinking, I think Find Familiar does.
Oh, okay. It's just familiar that does. Okay.
Find Steed is so fucking broken. You can get a goddamn war horse or a dire wolf off of it that you could summon one like as many times as you got fucking spell slot to.
Right. Okay. I always thought it was like Find Familiar where you had to have.
Full off of the drawback of Find Steed is that it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
You
Okay.
get a long rest.
You do get a long.
Thank God.
The few of you that eventually do wake up, when you do wake up, see Kika. Funnily enough, you just see Kika with something like a bum next to her, all draped over a quilt next to the chessboard.
If she's gone to sleep, it's probably eventually fizzled.
I wake up pretty early, and the first thing I do is check the door. And then my book, and then the window, in the order.
So, just to say, you go to the door and it's locked. You have the moment of, but there's a key on the inside that you're looking at.
Good, good. Love that. Book, still. Yeah, writing book.
And after an hour,
Crossbow.
Summon Fey does go away.
Yeah, it has a duration.
Crossbow's there, your book's there, all your bits are there. Nothing has been taken that you can realize.
Cool. I'm still deeply suspicious of the whole experience. Seem profoundly unconvinced.
Curls
Fantastic.
It's fed up again. What you heard? I'm deeply suspicious of the whole situation, but just.
I'm pretty suspicious of the whole
I'm
situation.
turning into an Animal Crossing character.
Yes.
Hang on, I'm gonna change
Yes.
my voice.
While Curls is trying to fix that, I'm just going to clarify what Lo is doing in this whole situation. He has essentially crammed himself up against the tightest corner that he can. Still sitting up, but with his head leaning awkwardly on one of the walls. But he's put the blanket over his head, so he looks a little bit like a slightly too short coat hang, like a slightly too short hat stand or something with a blanket over the top.
There is a coat hanging from your horns when you wake up. It probably belongs to Karik, who saw his chance to make the joke and took it.
Okay. I think she's just resetting her stuff.
Yeah, she is. She's fine. She'll be back in a sec.
But
He's probably just woken up, but he's just trying to stay still and pretending that he's still asleep while everything is going on.
It's like, if I don't pretend I'm awake, okay. Jesus, that's dark. Okay, I'm not opening that kettle of fish for myself. Leave that in the corner. Okay. Yeah, you just stay. Like, you're just gonna stay there. There's a coat hanging from your head.
Well, it's a new dawn. No royals have burst the door down, crying havoc. Mr. Stillwind,
I know, it's weird, right?
is the earth cracking in half or anything this morning?
I opened the window.
That's your character.
Yeah.
Ollie, are you there?
Ollie was a ghost.
You might have fallen asleep.
We're gonna
Ollie's
elbow
hungover.
Serenus awake.
Look out, New World.
Serenus is half asleep in the corner, loudly snoring like a literal bear with a hungover nature to it. You are not getting him up.
Well, the druid isn't panicking either, so the kingdom and the land seem safe. Shall we finally go to Fendelman?
I guess.
Huh.
Sure.
Alright,
Oh,
so
well,
stop
we-
off at markets first.
Oh. So we're not finally going.
I mean, do we need anything from the market?
I thought you did.
Oh, no. No, I re-looked at my magic. I'll
In
be
which
fine.
case, do we have a whale? Can we go?
I called the whale to the window. All right, everybody on.
This is a bad
Um,
idea.
Definitely doesn't fit in the alleyway.
You are
We are in a
first
city.
floor up in a tavern.
Oh, I thought we were in the castle.
Nope.
Ah.
So did I. Ah.
Sorry, I just said that.
Just hear the
Well,
Well.
No, I just
Just hear
I
it.
just got
My cabbages.
you know those films that are set in New York and there's just one of these high-rise apartments. You hear the cats and they just honk honk, and then suddenly there's a whale like poof. And just like, honk
Walking
honk,
here.
I'm walking here. Hey, buddy.
Neverwinter in Brooklyn
Okay,
have surprisingly
right.
similar accents.
Yeah,
The
amazing.
Neverwinter accent is
From the
just
Brooklyn district of Neverwinter.
Let's get out of town and then go, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, I'm excited
Yeah.
to see if I can catch a glimpse of these dwarven kings, or at least peruse their library. Sorry if I'm being overbearing in my excitement.
Cernus has stood there just like half
Honestly, King,
stoned,
it's too much.
half like fermented apple drunk, just like just to follow you up on the thing.
Let's
Uh,
go.
We're actually
You'll
going.
get
Ah.
on the back of the whale. You all and you take
Low.
hang on. I'm seeing Kay do the
On the way to the
on the way
outside of
to the-
town to get to the well, I just want to pull Wittick to one side on the route. Wittick, can we we've got to go like east, right? Can you just like try and stay as far away from Neverwinter Wood as possible? Take like a big wide berth around and stay close to the ocean, like as much as we can. For
I see what you're doing. Yes.
For King's sake. Okay, thank you.
good gal Renara, fame, good gal. You guys take the whale and you take the scenic route and you get to see the coast as you go.
King will probably notice if find the coast. It's like, I was kind of hoping to see Posy's castle on the way. Is it not in that direction?
I mean, yeah, but we were just there.
Carrick leans forward.
We can maybe see it later.
Oh, by the way, I'm a dragon.
Good to know.
You were like the one person who wasn't there to say it, so I'm just gonna say it here because you're that casual. I know you're probably cool with it. Don't tell anyone. Thank you. Bye.
I'm
What do you
going.
mean casual? I thought my outburst was a bit over the top, if anything.
Just don't tell no one.
It has to be a secret.
My lips are sealed. Well, what's left of them.
I'm going to say that Lo did very reluctantly get onto the back of the whale, but has still got the blanket over his head.
I'm going to lean over to Wittick and say, I was actually very casual about it. I'm just messing with him.
And we all hear it.
We all.
Once we get started on the flight, I'm just gonna check the bag of holding and make sure the spire that we've got is still in there.
Still in there.
Would mean I touched the spire in the bag to check that it's still there, just for reference.
This is the spire you got from North, correct?
From the volley bear, yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that we all touched.
Yeah.
It was the volley bear. I'm not gonna pretend. And touch it, pull it out, put it back in.
Oh, no, I don't put it out. I'll just make sure it's there physically, and then let go of it.
Physically, to you can touch it, but to take it out to physically like go, yeah, that's it. Because you can
Okay.
touch it.
All right, then I'll put it out just slightly so I can see what it is,
Yeah.
and then
It's literally a case of like pull it up to the purview of the thing.
yeah, I wouldn't be putting it out. I'll be like, oh look, it's here, everyone. I'd
No,
be
no,
like,
but
just
like
A
make it
beacon!
You can pull it to the.
beacon's lit.
There's like a very brief moment where like Black Kid's fucking radar goes, Oop, what the fuck?
Oops.
Yeah, like literal
Why is it
Touch the
moving
screen.
so
Touch the
fast?
screen. Oh, it must be malfunctioning.
just boop, boop, boop. What?
It's gone. It's gone.
Just that kind of like, what just happened?
So you check,
Fuck.
you put it back in, and you guys continue your journey to Pandora. Long routes. Get over. You see that there are valleys and hills, small little mounds and bits and bounds as you go. Beautiful fields, and eventually closer towards the Sword Mountains, you do eventually begin seeing just in the distance what looks like a very run-down village, very worn. Everything seems old and rusted or otherwise. And then the front of the whale, you can just see begins passing through something, and you all and past the illusory barrier, you see beautifully set up a wonderful, gorgeous hamlet. There is a tavern that is nearly an entire L block by itself in the city. There is
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
massive,
Sorry.
wonderful merchants hall, almost not a shop, and a temple in the center of the city, very beautiful. And at the top of a hill, you can see a manor, and that's where we're gonna end the session.
Yay.
We made it to
Ooh,
Phandalin.
We actually did
We
it.
finally
Finally.
got
We're
here.
here.
Third time's a
We're here,
charm.
kid.
We
It only
actually
took
did it.
20
Alright,
episodes.
I'm gonna turn the wheel around now.
No.
We serve as nice
Just
to
before
see.
we land. Oh no, we can't go. We gotta.
Oh wait, I forgot my rod.
We're actually going to be in Phandalin next week.
We did it.
We did it, guys.
And
We're
now we
here.
can't play for the next month. I'm just kidding.
I can't believe we're already up. So what is it? 51?
It's 51.
God.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
His body
We're
physically
really surprised.
rejected that information.
I feel like, knowing that we're on 51, I feel like
You are alive.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I've been here. Did I miss something?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking to you.
Yes.
We
Cool.
tried to talk to you and you weren't there.
I think
Do
your
it again.
microphone's not working very well.
Anyway,
Anyway, we're going to end the stream. We'll catch you guys next time when we're actually going to be in Phandalin. We actually made it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Mom, I made it.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.